What's good, y'all? It's your boy D Thing here. Tuned in on the Sofa Podcast.
It's your boy Chris, always bringing you the calm vibes. And today we got another guest
Yes, we do.
blessing us with a presence.
That's what's up.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Kimmy. Nice to meet y'all.
Let's go.
What's up, man? Kim, what's good? She hit me up and was like, yo, get me on there. I got a story to tell. Get me on there. So I'm like, yo, you know what? I had a couple of people hitting me up like, yo, I want to get up on there. But I was like, yo, this is close to home type shit. So I'm like, yo, come up here. I always want to hear people's stories, But
Listen,
it's
bro,
good to have you up here, though.
So we got a lineup coming up soon though.
Yeah.
For future episodes, bro. We got a nice little lineup.
Nice little
man.
lineup.
Got a nice little lineup in the works, bro.
Yeah.
We got a lot lined up for y'all, man.
Yeah, we do.
But
So
today, Kimmy, you wanna tell us a little bit about yourself?
let us know, man. Come in and kick it with us.
Well, I'm from Queens.
Mhm.
I'm a dancer. I'm an actress. I'm a model. I'm Puerto Rican and Cuban, big Latina,
It's a big Latina shit.
and I'm from Far Rock, Queens.
Was she from the Rock too?
You know what I'm saying? Far Rock, stand up.
Far Rock.
So let me ask you this though. How was it growing up? Being that you from Queens, Latina. How was it for you growing up as a young woman?
It was hard
Mm-hmm.
because I lost my mom's, and then I really had to raise myself.
Mm-hmm.
Then I had a baby, so had to mother without my mother, but it was hard. But you get through it. I pray a lot, so God don't play about
Always
me.
good to pray. Yeah.
Do you have a son or a daughter?
I have a daughter.
Daughter?
Mhm. She 5.
5 now?
Yeah, she big.
Yo,
For real.
listen.
Right. I
Kids-
just
Kids
had
ain't
me a
easy,
daughter,
bro.
too.
You just had a girl too, bro.
Yeah,
so,
I just recently had a girl too, so it's a bit different for me, but it's a blessing to always bring a kid into the world. You got somebody
Yeah.
looking up to you. You know,
And how old are you?
I'm 22.
22.
So you're a young mother.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm young. I had my baby when I was 17.
And what was that like for you? I'm 17. I'm having a baby.
I think that's one of the most struggling years I had when I was 17, 18. Because my daughter was born around COVID.
Mhm.
So I was still in school and my mom was really sick.
Mhm.
And she passed when I was 8 months pregnant.
Sorry to hear
So-
that.
It's just it was a couple rough patches, but
Yeah.
yeah.
What did you do to get yourself, by, especially after your mom's passing? Because I know that's something devastating.
That was devastating.
Mhm.
I think it was really hard, yo. I don't know. I didn't have no guidance. I didn't have nobody in my corner. I don't have aunties and uncles to tell
Mhm.
me, spit game, shit like that. So I really just had to figure everything out by myself. That's how I got into the nightlife too.
Mhm.
I was paying bills by myself. My baby father wasn't helping me with nothing. And it was really hard, especially when you have a kid and you young.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I know how it could be for some certain young mothers. Y'all go through a lot. As far as when you don't have for instance, for you, you didn't have your mom growing up, so you had to be that mother. You know what I'm saying?
I
You
had
had
my
to do
mom
it.
growing up.
I mean, not as you lost your mother at a young
Mhm,
age. I
mhm.
meant to say, I'm sorry. You lost your mom at a young age. So
Mhm.
at that time, it's you had to be damn, I could do this though, but it's going to be hard, but I could do this
Mhm.
though. And especially you raising a young girl.
Now, at some point, I was like, yo, I can't do this.
Yeah.
For real. I
Mhm.
just felt like I was going to give up on everything. And I don't know, it was just crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Mentally,
feel-
like
I feel like sometimes we all come to that point though, like,
Yeah,
you know,
we do.
we all do want to give up on ourselves, especially like I said, something so devastating. Like I lost my grandmother 10 days after I had my son. So being that I was a new father and being raised by my grandmother, you know, from such a young age, like I always looked for her, looked for her for guidance.
right.
So being that she wasn't around no more, I didn't like as a new father, like I didn't know what the fuck to do. You know what I'm saying? And then I didn't have no male guidance either, so it was kind of hard for me to like figure out like, yo, bro, what the fuck? How do I do this? And like, how do I do that? Like, but then again, like my sister was always younger. Like she's 6 years younger than me, if I'm not mistaken. So I always watched my mom raise her and how she changed her and how she took care of her. So I implemented that into my son. So I understand like for a young mother like yourself, I know it could be very hard. So
Yeah, but now everything's good now, you know.
That's good, and I'm glad that you didn't give up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really glad you really didn't give up. Everybody has a purpose in this life.
It's
You
a
know,
fact.
everybody has a purpose in this life. So I'm glad that you really didn't let life take over you. You know, so being that your daughter is 5, you know, motherhood kicking in. You know, nightlife. Let's talk about your nightlife, the actress, acting and modeling.
how'd you get into everything? Like how did you get into the nightlife?
So when I was 18, I was bartending on this boat, and it was like a seasonal job. So I needed something else. I needed like a quick route. Like I'm like, I need some money. I got bills to pay.
Yeah.
I was not the type to ask people for anything because I was very independent. Feel me? So one day I was just like, you know, fuck the supermarket. Like I want some money. Like so. I was thinking about it, but I was so young and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But I met this girl and she was 16 at the time. She was dancing. But I didn't know that she was 16. I thought she was 18. She lied, whatever. But she put me on and at first it wasn't so bad. Like, I didn't know what I was doing though. I was a baby. I feel like being in nightlife turned me, it made me a woman. And I don't know how to explain that, but yeah, nightlife, it was just like I just needed the money. So I was just like dancing every night for real. For like 6 days a week. But now it's not like that. I'm not really consistent no more. Like,
And can I ask why you're not consistent anymore? Like,
I'm not consistent because sometimes I feel like it's very low vibrational for me. And you know, you're running into all these energies and people and niggas who, you know, they feed off you. And at some point it just drains you. Like, so yeah, right now I'm really not that consistent. I really just, you know, if I have a really big bill to pay, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the club, make some money. But right now I'm just trying to get back into school because I want to get into nursing and into that field. But yeah, the consistency is not there no more.
I think
I feel like it's a good thing to, you know, like understand, like especially as a young woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a daughter, but you just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just had a daughter.
I just had a daughter, yeah.
This is not saying this for you personally, but like I'm speaking in general. I feel like a lot of these young women nowadays, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we're forced to make decisions in our life, and that I completely understand. If your situation, I understand. You made decisions that, you know what I'm saying, that you feel like you needed to make at the time to forward yourself, get yourself ahead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Put some money in your pocket.
Yep.
But I was raised by women, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I look at women a different kind of way. I feel like a lot of women nowadays, they don't take the time out to just like really sit there and be like, yo, I don't need to do this
Yeah.
to get, you know what I'm saying? Not to say y'all doing it for attention, You know what I'm saying? Not to say that y'all they're selling yourselves, but it's just like I see a lot of women nowadays, and we see it all over the internet, which is crazy. A lot of women selling themselves short because they feel like they have no other route to go. So, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of women on the internet nowadays, you see they got a nice body or whatever, and it's like, y'all don't need to do the same thing in real life that you see these women doing on the internet.
Yeah.
Because it's not for everybody, son. You know what I mean? Like
It's
if
really
you have
not,
goals,
though.
if you have
Yeah.
goals in
Really not.
life, you know what I'm saying? Like you trying to do something different, you trying to get back into school, you trying to go for nursing, you know what I'm saying? You trying to forward yourself in the positive way. A lot of women are doing this, you know what I'm saying? Doing it the opposite. And a lot of women nowadays, you know, doing the shit that they doing nowadays is getting people taken advantage of.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And like,
Definitely.
just me personally, I don't respect it. Because men, like I said, men nowadays, like, not me, not you, but just men, some men in general, they just, I don't know, bro. Men are just different nowadays.
They're just
bro.
not getting their way.
Yeah.
If men not getting their way nowadays, bro, it's just like, it's, I don't know.
I feel like most men just, they take advantage of certain women. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happens. We done all been on social media where we done seen certain things happen. We done known, had people that told us certain things happen to them. You know what I'm saying? And it's, men got to understand that when a woman is telling you no, it's no.
That's a fact.
It's not for you to sit here and act on it and think no is yes. Nah, it's not like that.
Just
Men gotta stop doing that.
Men
like,
don't.
for real.
Men don't like to accept no.
Yeah,
They feel like, you know, because we're technically we're the alphas, right?
Yeah,
we're the alphas.
Yeah.
So whenever we want it, we want it. It's not always that way, bro.
It's not that.
It's not that. Way.
Because men gotta understand too. At one point in your life, you're gonna be raising a daughter. You ain't gonna want that shit happening to your kid. You know, so it's like, as us as men, and I'm speaking this for all men, right? We got to do better in certain situations. Like, we really do. Women do too. I'm not just going to sit up here and talk about my men the way I am. Women do too. But as far as me being a man, I'm a critique on that situation. We got to do better as men. We do. Lead, provide, and protect. We really do, though. But I'm glad you want to get back into nursing. I'm glad you like I'm saying, I'm glad you knew what you was going to get the money for. It was a purpose of it. To pay bills, take care of your daughter. And I'm proud of you for that. You know, it's not that you did it just to do it. You was doing it for a purpose. You know what I'm saying? My bills got to get paid.
Right.
Ain't nobody going to take care of my kid the way I'm taking care of my kid.
Nope.
I got to go do this for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is my daughter at the end of the day. I gave birth to this child. You know, and I really want to applaud you for doing that. Honestly. I really do. But yeah, man, like, God is good too, on top of that.
God is good.
He really is, though. You know?
And just always keep in mind, yo, that there's always bigger and better opportunities.
Always bigger and better opportunities.
Sure.
There's always something new. There's always something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep going. Keep your head up, yo. For sure.
Yeah, I mean, she also told us she do acting. We actually had a couple of, you know what I'm saying? She actually is in my, we're in the same casting, the acting thing together too. You know,
well, y'all see, I just be out here acting and shit. I just be out here acting and shit.
So, what is it like for you to be on that stage? You know, I'm acting now, like, and portraying to be somebody else. Like, how does it feel to you, though?
It feels weird.
It do? Why?
It does. I don't know. I think I have a lot of anxiety. That's why. So I'm really not in tune, but I am, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like modeling though.
Modeling. It's crazy. I used to model too. I had a couple of pictures where I was modeling for this this agency. I forgot the name, but I remember the pictures I used to take for them and stuff like that. It was dope. It was a dope experience. You know what I'm saying? But me, I love acting though.
Yeah, I know. I be saying
I love acting. I feel like that's my calling. So I'm gonna keep being consistent with that right there, and I pray to God, you know, He keep opening doors for me. But yeah, man, like I feel like I said last episode, you know, that's a platform for me to be myself. You know, like I get to play other roles, but I'm being me. But I'm playing other roles though, and it feels good though. Like you playing another role, but you feel good about it.
You like You're passionate about it.
Yeah, I'm real passionate about acting though. Like that's my calling. Like
Mhm.
seriously. So I gotta make sure I'm being on top of myself as far as me being consistent, dedicated, and motivated. And keep putting in that work and keep going. And I feel like everybody gotta do that. Whatever is meant for you, keep going.
Mhm.
Like I told the last person that was here, Jay.
Mhm.
I told her, keep going. Her artwork is dope. Don't give up on that. Keep going. And I want you to keep doing that too. Do what's best for you. But yeah, man.
Oh.
I gotta get me in a movie soon. I feel like I'd be great in a movie. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing, bro.
Man, listen.
It could be either comedy, horror, action. You know what I'm
I
saying?
see you in
of-
action. I ain't gonna lie.
Action.
I see.
Yeah.
Who, this
We
guy?
need to do another hood film.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know
Who
what's
blocked me
going
shooting
on,
up?
but-
Son? Stop playing.
Yeah. Like some of the roles I really played, son, I was really like a grimy dude, son. Like I was really sitting here like violating a lot of people, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just the role we playing though. Like, but
Yo, you should have seen my script.
yo, I
I was like,
yo.
Where
I
my
be
script
looking
at, son?
crazy.
Give me a script, D.
Listen,
Give me a
we getting ready
script.
to start filming again too this month. So I'm definitely gonna have some conversations with some people, get you and put you on the plate.
Give me a script,
And
son.
you just gotta come about, man. Don't make me look bad.
Come on, son. Come on, man.
Don't make me look bad. But nah, it's a fun thing though. I love acting. It's really fun though.
Listen,
Like,
if I
it
can't
is.
make it acting, bro, I'm just become a comedian, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody tells me I'm
You
funny.
funny?
You funny?
People tell me, that's crazy. That was funny. You thought you was funny with that one. That was a good
Why
one.
she
That
trying
was
to
a good
play
one.
with you like that?
Nah,
Say
my
you
bad.
funny?
Nah, people tell me I'm funny. People tell me I could be a comedian.
I'm funny
But-
too, but not comedian funny.
Yeah.
I don't know, son.
I'm good off that one.
I gotta hit the stage, maybe. I don't know.
Yo, listen, try. You never know where it's gonna take you though. Try.
I don't know.
For
You
real.
think I'm funny?
What's your
You know
sign?
me. You know me
I
enough.
think you funny, bro.
What's your
I believe
sign?
you funny.
What's your sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Oh, you funny.
Oh, you funny.
You funny.
Let me guess.
Is
you a
it
Gemini too?
fun? Am I funny because
No.
I'm a Gemini, or is it with, like what?
Nah, Geminis are hilarious. I ain't gonna lie.
Alright.
Yeah,
What's your
y'all-
sign?
I'm an Aries.
Aries.
You a what?
I'm an Aries.
Oh God, get her out of here. I'm not fuck with you.
Nah, we funny. We got it.
Yeah.
Then let me stop. I'm fucking with you.
So, he just got hit.
Oh
Yeah, that's
man.
funny, though.
But yes, so I do want to mention something. Like, I remember you saying that, I think it was like literally the first episode, that you made this platform, for everybody to,
Yeah.
be able to come up here and, share their stories and,
Come
share
kick
their
it with
experiences
us.
and come kick it
talk
with
shit.
us. And
Come feel like you like a family with us. You know what I'm saying? This is why I really made this platform.
Mhm.
For people to come up here, come kick it with us, get a good laugh, good conversation,
Mhm.
good vibes. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because everybody don't tell you what they're actually going through. And how I describe this platform was like, this is a platform for people to be heard. Like some people might feel like this is a therapy session for them to actually open up and tell you what's really going on with them. Because a lot of people don't know how to talk to other people. They feel like they don't went through so much stuff like I have that I felt like I told so many people different things about me that was going on personal and they used it against me. So that's why I feel like a lot of people keep a lot of stuff inside because they don't know how to express themselves. But I want y'all to come up here. You ain't got to tell me your business, but I also want you to leave out of here with a good laugh, feeling like, oh, this is good energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Make you feel like you went up there, not to say you accomplished nothing, but you feel like you let a lot of things out that you've been
Right.
bottled in, So
just letting whatever you got on,
Yeah.
let that shit off your chest.
come kick it with us, man. Like, seriously, though, But is there anything else that you want to accomplish in life? Like, do you set goals for
Yeah.
yourself and stuff like
I'm
that?
a businesswoman.
I like that. That's what's
I'm not
up.
gonna lie.
That's what's up.
I've been selling all types of products since I
Mm.
was like 18, 17.
What kind of products?
I was selling jewelry,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was selling weed trays,
Mm-hmm.
and then merch. But I really want my own little boutique business,
Mhm.
and I want to design clothes.
And what's stopping you from designing clothes?
That's a good question. What is stopping me? Nothing.
Don't
Nothing's
let.
stopping me.
Mhm.
It's just I'm not really in tune with it yet. Like it's just a thought. But I definitely want to have my own business. I could see me doing that in like 2 years
Mhm.
when I have a good amount of money. You know what I mean? In my area,
Mhm.
they don't have nothing nice for the girls. You know what I mean? Like they just have regular hood shit like Chinese stores, liquor stores,
Mhm.
bum ass supermarkets, delis. You
A
know,
lot of,
they
and
don't
to be
got
honest with you, a
nothing.
lot of hoods do that too. Like they create a lot of like they put a lot of stores in these neighborhoods that don't have a lot of purpose. Like they got, I mean, it's purpose to certain people. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? But I feel like they put a lot of these the same amount of stores. It's how many Dunkin' Donuts you see on one block, all around the same in your neighborhood. How many liquor stores? How many weed dispensaries you gonna
Mm-hmm.
see? You know what I'm saying? They don't have no originality.
And
You
you know
know?
what's crazy out here is different because I'm walking through the neighborhood. I'm like, this is really a wealthy area,
Hmm.
and so it's different here.
Yeah, it is.
But
It is.
You can't take this area of people and bring them out there
No, you
because
can't.
they wouldn't understand.
They
hell
wouldn't. I
no.
feel like they wouldn't know how to adapt to that.
No, not at
Like,
all.
even if
Hell
we
no.
take the hood and bring it over here, we not gonna know how to adapt.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people don't know how to see a good neighborhood and keep it that way.
Mm-hmm.
They so used and programmed to a certain lifestyle,
Mm-hmm.
they bring that with them.
Yep.
You know, so I just don't get it. You know, I just feel like the world that we living in now is just so different. Like
They just
it
want
really
us to be
is.
like that though.
Hmm.
Cause that's in every hood. And then everybody in the hood is comfortable.
Yeah, yeah.
For real. Like
Hmm.
everybody's comfortable. And I feel like that's also the problem.
Mhm.
Like when you get comfortable in poverty,
Mhm.
That's all
what are
you
you
know.
really doing?
That's all you really. That's
All
yeah,
you know.
exactly. That's what
You
all you
know.
know. You know.
That's a fact. And
That's
But I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-mm.
Like I still say this till this day. I used to say it back in the day too. Just because you from the hood, don't mean you got to be from the hood.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Meaning like you could be from where you from,
Hmm.
but that don't mean like you got to live there. You got to abide by the lifestyle that you see
Hmm.
coming from your hood. You know what I'm saying? There's
Hmm.
always another way out. There's always a way out.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
They just stuck in the gutter. That's just what it is.
Some
and
people
it's
like it
sad,
that way.
bro. And
Yeah. Some
I
people don't. Go ahead.
I think it's sad, bro.
It
I
is
just think it's
sad.
sad.
It is. Some people don't want change. You know, some people do want to get out. Like I can't live like this no more. There's some people like yo. Like I said before, they so programmed to that lifestyle, they don't know nothing else. So
It's the
that's
it's
all
the
I know.
Matrix. It's the
Yeah, it's the
Matrix, bro.
Matrix.
And you know what's
It
so
is.
crazy? Because I was never the type of girl to chill in the projects.
Mhm.
I'm from the projects my
Mhm.
whole life. But I never been the type to just chill. So when I did,
Mhm.
it was just like I said, low vibrational, just like nightlife. But it's even worse because it's like y'all not really talking about nothing. We just
Yeah.
drink and smoke and
Mhm.
it's really nothing going on. Like
Yeah.
it's not vibey. And you don't learn nothing from them people.
Mhm.
Like
Growing up, it's different when you grow up and you're a kid living in the projects because most of the time, you know, you have fun.
mhm.
You know, we played a lot of games. We was outside doing mad different things. But as you grow up, you don't want that same lifestyle no more. You know, you start seeing like different visions of stuff,
Mhm.
and like I don't want this for me no
You
more.
start seeing things for what they really are, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly, when you start growing up, bro.
But a
I'm not
lot of people
serious.
in the hood had potential.
They really do. A lot of
They
people
really
don't.
do.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand their potential though. Like some people really be having a lot of good potential and they don't use it or utilize it. Like it's so many people in the projects that done did a lot of stuff that either was a top basketball player, could have been anything they wanted, you know, and they let it pass them by. They just threw it all away. Like, and it's sad that it goes like that, but I don't know. Like
Sometimes
seriously.
people just do the wrong things for fast money, bro. Honestly,
Hmm. Me personally, I grew up in Far Rock, just like
Mhm.
Kim grew up in Far Rock. I done seen a lot of stuff, good,
Mhm.
bad. I seen a lot of
I
stuff
think I
coming.
seen the worst in Far Rock though.
Yeah, like Far
I
Rock
done seen
is.
shootouts from my window.
Yeah,
I seen
yeah,
a
it get
lot.
like that.
A lot of things happened too. Like it was
It
a
get
lot of
like
freaked
that.
out little dudes over there.
Hmm.
the
It's
first time
crazy.
I got kicked out of my crib
Mhm.
when I was like 15, 16, I went to go stay in Far Rock at one of my boys' crib. I was there for like a year, bro. I kid you not. I was there for like a year.
Yeah,
And
let me
my
hear this
experience
one.
for that year, anytime I walked by myself, bro, I
Panicking, nervous.
It's not that bad.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's
it
not that
wasn't
bad.
that bad, but it's just like certain times of the night when you
Mhm.
walking by yourself, you gotta be careful.
I think
'cause,
it's just under that train.
Yeah.
Yo,
Oh
so
God.
I think I was staying somewhere in somewhere in the 60s, but I was staying in the back by
He was
like
all the way
the
in the back, like
yeah
By the
by
houses?
the houses in the bay, like by
yeah.
the back with the ocean and shit.
Yeah,
in
by the water and shit like that.
yeah.
Yo, I kid you not, bro. Like the shit that I saw. Yo, bro, like I don't want to go back.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I'll go back for the beach. You know what I'm saying? I'm always go to the beach.
Far Rock?
I'm always have respect for Far
But
Rock.
Far Rock is changing though.
Nah,
But
it really
it's
is.
just different.
It
Y'all
is.
got your own. Y'all
We our own borough.
Yeah,
Of course, we our own borough.
borough.
Listen, we
son.
our
You know they
own borough.
don't claim Far Rock as Queens.
We don't claim
No.
Far Rock as we our
Why?
own borough
That's
because we
crazy
do
as
our
hell.
own stuff.
Because
Far Rock is its own place.
I don't
We are
know
island.
the geographical
Nah, it is an
terms
We
to
are island.
describe how Far Rockaway is not a part of Queens, but it's just y'all. Like I said, y'all
We
just your
different.
own island, bro. Y'all your own island.
Nah,
bro.
we are. We look what we are. Look, we surrounded by water. We really our own island though. Far Rock is a
I
different
love
place.
Far Rock. I don't care what
Me-
nobody say.
Listen, I love Far Rock, but
Because when I
it's like,
left, I
don't wanna
met
be
a whole bunch of weirdos.
Mhm.
For real.
there.
And I was just like, bro, like they don't do this
Yo.
in Far Rockaway. Like
Yo, let me
The
tell you
first
this.
time, the first time I heard about Far Rockaway was when I first heard about stack bundles.
Mhm.
R.I.P.
Rest
to
in
him,
peace,
bro.
Stack Bundles,
R.I.P.
you know.
R.I.P. the legend, bro.
Legend.
But the first
That's a
time I
fact.
heard, the first time I heard a Stack Bundle song, I'm like, Far Rockaway, what the fuck is that? Looked it up. I'm like, yo, I could take the 53 right there. Nigga, we out. Oh, it's the beach. I'm like, I know where
Yeah.
I'm at, son.
That's the good thing that come with Far Rockaway too, though. Like the beach is right there. We ain't gotta go
Literally.
outside of nowhere to go to the beach.
Y'all
The
walk out
boardwalk
y'all
is
crib
lit
right
in the
there.
summer. You know what I'm saying? It's always
You
lit
think
in the
so?
summer in the boardwalk. Like for real though. But yeah, son, Far Rock, we really our own place. We really are.
Y'all own.
That's why a lot of people, we hear a lot of people sometimes have conversations like, yo, either they say Far Rock is too far, or no, I ain't going to Far Rockaway. Because
I remember I
they
used to say
had-
that.
they
Far Rock
always
is too
say that. They
far,
be like,
bro.
it was mad far. Like
yeah, but it depends on where you coming from though. But people just don't like to come to Far Rock. That's all.
it's nothing over there.
Nah, it's not. They try. You see now what they trying to do with
It
Far
really is
Rockaway right now.
nothing.
They trying to build a lot of stuff. They
They
trying to
building
make it
Miami
better.
buildings.
Yeah, they building a lot of buildings, but they don't understand. They crowding it though. Like
You think so?
yeah, it's since they made
Ain't been
those
out there.
Rockaway Village buildings on Mott Avenue or like in the buildings that they making throughout the Far Rockaway area. It's a lot of traffic in and out. Like, it
Mhm.
was never that much traffic. I feel like they
I feel
bringing
like
so
there was
much
always
people in Far Rock right
I
now.
feel like there was always some kind of traffic in Far Rockaway.
But it wasn't at
Anytime that I was over there.
Five Towns area. It's always traffic there.
Oh,
Going
Five
and
Towns
coming.
area for sure.
Yeah,
Five Towns
yeah.
area for
But
sure.
mine is also a little like trafficy.
Yeah, but it's more now though. It's like if you see Far Rock on Mott Avenue now, you
Because mine is
see
different now.
it's different because we got all the new buildings and shit down there.
But it look nice. You can't lie.
No, it's not bad. What they did and took that idea and ran with it and said, "Yo, we're gonna build like buildings here."
Mhm.
It's valid. That's one of the smartest things they could have done.
Right.
You know, but
After years, like
you know, and they still building buildings over there.
Damn,
you know,
yo, now that I think about it, son, I don't think I've been to Mott Avenue.
you probably was on Mott Avenue and there used to be a parking lot
yeah. All
and
them
a job
stores.
lot and all this other stuff that was over there.
Yo,
bro,
when I
haven't
seen
been over
that
there in so
area-
long, bro.
I was like, wow.
That used to be where the vans would take you and pick you up to go to Jamaica Queens, bro.
Mhm.
That's what used
The
to be.
$2
right?
vans, right? Or some shit like that.
Yeah, they was like $2 vans, but they'd take you and pick you up and take you to Jamaica Queens, Southside. Like that's what they
They
used to
take
be.
you over there?
Yeah, those big,
Them
not
shits
the
like-
ones
them
that go up and down the beach, but the ones that the white big vans, like those the ones that's going to Jamaica Queens.
Bro,
And you
and
paying
for-
like
I didn't know
$3 to
that.
$5 just to get to Queens, to
yo,
Southside.
for those of y'all
Yeah.
who don't know, them $2 vans, bro,
They came in handy.
they came in
They really
clutch
came-
when you was
Sure.
trying to get to the Rock, or when you was
Mhm.
trying to get from the Rock to Queens, bro. Yo, son,
Yeah, they
them
came in
shits,
handy because they ride all through Southside, Rosedale, all that. Wherever you
guaranteed though,
going.
them shits was packed 24/7 though.
They was. Luckily, you barely see them now, but you see them every now and then. But before they built the Rockaway Village buildings
You know
and
where
all
you
that.
you know where you
word.
see shit like that at? When you go to Flatbush, when you go to like
Oh, yeah,
fucking
they still got 'em in
Kareem,
Flatbush.
They still got them going up
Yeah,
and down
up and
Church
down.
Avenue, bro.
They'll never get rid of those.
Hell
you know what I'm
no.
saying? It's too much people that's over there. They'll never get rid of that.
They cause so much traffic, bro.
They
Oh
do.
my god, I fucking
They
hate
do.
it, bro. I fucking hate
For
it.
real though. But yeah, man, like I'm honestly glad that you came up here. You know, I'm like I said before, I'm proud that you really want to do something with yourself. 'Cause a lot of people don't want to do nothing with themselves. You know.
Yeah, I've been wanted to. Like, it's not like I didn't want to,
Mhm.
but like sometimes I'm still young. I'm just trying to figure myself out. Like,
Yeah.
I said it
Mhm.
last episode with when Jay mentioned her accident and everything. I'm like, yo, people sometimes they like just when certain things happen to them, it's like certain people just like to sit back and mope about it and just like let it eat at them. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And you like you as well. You're trying to prosper and do something better. Same thing as her.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
applaud you for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can't sit around and mope, bro.
Yeah, 2025.
How
How-
has your
yeah.
2025 been so far?
How
Yo,
has it
it's
been?
been the start
Yeah.
was crazy, but now it's going good because I feel like now I'm more calm.
Mhm.
But I never got arrested. I never went to no bookings until this year. You know, a lot of people was coming for my kid
Mhm.
when they could have just came for me.
Mhm.
You know, I don't play about my kids though.
Yeah. Nobody should play about.
Nobody should
I
play
know
about
me
their
personally. I don't
kids.
play about my kids, so I
But
understand.
yeah, there was a situation that happened in March,
Mhm.
and um, basically I met this dude at the strip club,
Mhm.
and he was tricking on me,
Mhm.
but we never did anything. Um, so I met him at a spot in Staten Island. There was just like a stripper bowl,
Mhm.
and I had went and I met him there. We exchanged like Instagrams and stuff,
Mhm.
and he was a trader, like so he put me on. So he was like my mentor. He wanted to be my mentor, so
Mhm.
he like kind of invested in me, and you know we went on little dates and stuff. And he tried to rip. I wasn't with it.
Mhm.
Wasn't with it. So I was messing with him for like 6, 7 months.
Mhm.
Almost, I don't even know. Like, I can't remember, but it was more than 5 months. And one time we had went to a spot called Vibes in Astoria.
Yeah. That's a lit spot. I've been there a few times. It's
Okay.
lit.
We had went there and he picked me up from my crib.
Mhm.
And we went over there. He got a bottle. We got a bottle of Hennessy. I don't even drink Henny. So
I don't even drink that.
That shit is nasty. I
Yeah.
can't drink Hennessy no
That's
more.
bad liquor right there.
yeah, that's just crazy.
Yeah.
But we left the
Mhm.
spot and I think I passed out in the car. But I woke up and we was crossing the bridge.
Mhm.
And then I just fell back asleep. Like I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Mhm.
So that night was like a blur, but I got to his house. I don't even remember walking in his crib.
Mhm.
And all I remember was I woke up for real and he was just eating me out. Like for real. He was just
What?
going crazy. So I pushed him off me
Mhm.
and he was like on something, he was trying to fuck or whatever. And I wasn't with it.
Mhm.
So I told him to get me an Uber. And I'm like, why did you bring me to Staten Island? Because he lives in Staten Island.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we all the way in Astoria and I live in Astoria.
Mhm.
And you picked me up from my crib. So I was like, why am I here?
Mhm.
And he's like, oh, I don't have your address. So I was
But
just annoyed.
he picked you up from the crib though.
Exactly. So I left. He got me an Uber. I left from Staten Island, went back to the crib.
Mhm.
And I was fake upset because, like, I wasn't even attracted to him. I'm gonna keep it a bug. I was just using him for his money. And I had chopped it up with him like, you know, I'm not into what you did. Like, that's weird. You know, this, that, and the third. And he apologized. He tried to apologize with money. It was just a whole lot. And then we got together again. We was talking about it and shit like that. He was like, oh, I was really drunk and I wasn't waking up and stuff. And I probably wasn't because sometimes I get like blacked out drunk.
Mhm. But that still wasn't cool
That's,
for
yeah,
him to
it's
do
still,
that.
that still doesn't give him the right to, you know
To
what I'm
do what he
saying?
did, and
Yeah.
that's still don't give
That's
you the
just
right.
weird, bro.
That shit
That's
corny
just
to me.
weird.
Like, word. But go
Yeah.
ahead.
So excuse me. So months go by. Not months. 2 months go by. This happened in December
Mhm.
or January. And then in March, in
Take your time.
March,
Take your time. I
Take,
know.
take a deep breath.
Situations
And
like that could really be, traumatizing. So,
I don't remember anything.
Mhm.
But in March, he had wanted to do a booking.
Mhm.
No, actually, I wanted to do it
Mhm.
because I wanted some money.
Mhm.
And he was just easy. He was just
Mhm.
one of them dudes that, not even to say it like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I don't think like that no more though.
yeah. That's crazy, yo.
But it's just like I could just get anything out the dude. And that's where I fucked up at.
Mhm.
Because I'm thinking like I can take advantage of him and he's not gonna take advantage of me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, like let's do a booking. And he sent me a deposit and he had like 1,500 in singles. So he went to this hotel in Manhattan. And I told him I was gonna do something with him that I wasn't gonna do for extra money.
Mhm.
Yeah. God forgive me. But after that, I got to the hotel at 12, and every time I do a booking, I always call one of my boys, like, you could take me here,
Mhm.
and I'll be out by this time, because shit like that.
Mhm.
So I got there at 12, and he was already upstairs. He had the bottle out. He had juice,
Mhm.
singles ready, and off the walk-in, he gave me like $700. So I took that. I got dressed. I had my outfit on.
Mhm.
We was drinking, and I had one cup and a shot. And I
Mhm.
don't get drunk over a cup and a shot. So I'm drinking, he's drinking, we taking shots, we vibing. He threw all the money,
Mhm.
and that's the last thing I remember. The last thing I remember was I was on the bed and I was twerking and he was throwing money. And I woke up.
Mhm.
That happened at 2 a.m. No, I'm lying. At like 1:30 to
Mhm.
2:30. I think I had like, I don't remember, it was a blur. It's a
Mhm.
blurry night. So I woke up at like 9 o'clock in the morning and I was naked and there was a condom on the floor.
It's
And
crazy.
the fucking hotel was squeaky clean. Like, I'm telling you, like, there was no cups, no bottles, there was no money. He took all the money. And I started panicking.
Mhm.
Like, I was mad confused. I was like, what the fuck?
Mhm.
So I started tweaking. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I got dressed and I went downstairs. I'm like, yo, I'm about to call the police.
Mhm.
I'm like, I was talking to the guy at the front desk. I'm like, do y'all have any footage of this guy like coming out? Like, it was just weird.
Mhm.
And I don't remember anything, but I didn't. I lied to him and told him he could have some, so I could get some extra bread. But my thing was, soon as he threw everything, my plan was to just grab everything and leave.
Mhm.
That's where I fucked up, because you can't just, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, so I leave. I didn't call the police at the hotel. I waited till I got home because I live in a precinct building.
Mhm.
So I went to the precinct and I'm like, I want to go to the hospital and I want to file a report on this man. He blocked me on everything.
I think I
He
honestly.
blocked my number. blocked my social media, everything on social media. And then I bombed him on social media. Like,
I think I remember you posting that on Instagram. That was that.
yeah. So after I bombed him, he hit me up. And he's like, oh, why are you lying? This, that, and the third. Like, and the whole time, I was unconscious, drunk. I don't remember anything. Like, I just felt mad used and I felt disgusted with myself as well. Like, so, I'm gonna take a shot. But
Shot o'clock.
but yeah, it was so weird because I had talked to the detectives and everything. And, you know, at the time I had a man. I was like, you know, I was dating somebody and we had sex a day before this happened. So it was just like, it was really a weird situation. But so I told the detectives what happened and he never got locked up. Nothing happened to him.
It'd be shit like that just I don't understand. Like,
I guess he had a good lawyer.
I don't
or whatever. But you know what's weird? This dumb nigga, he was watching me from a fake page. And I wasn't aware because fake pages always watching me.
Yeah, I get a lot of those too, fake pages.
So,
or
sorry. So he was watching me from a fake page and I posted one of them anonymous things, like when people slide up. And he slid up because he was talking about how he wanted to take me to Jamaica and Las Vegas before this happened. So he slid up and he was like, oh, do you still want to go to LA and this, that, and the third? And I sent it to the D's and they still, nothing happened to him.
So right now he's a free man. Right now.
Yeah, but let me ever catch him. Yeah. Swear to God. My niggas is on that. I'm not playing. Because I wasn't even attracted to him. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this though. Right. And I know you said this in one of the parts that you brought up, right? And this is not to come at you or nothing like that, right? But why do women feel the need to use a guy though? If they're not attracted to a guy or
you know, all right, let me tell you something. It was just the lifestyle I was living. Like, it's just I'm in the nightlife and all these niggas want a piece of me and I just want some money. I'm not even giving you none. And most of the time, dudes go for that. That's why I said he's easy. You know, some niggas, they stand on something. But I can't even say like that because then I look stupid. You know what I mean? So it was definitely the lifestyle I was living at the time. You know, like, and it's just like, he's a gangster because he just did everything I said. And I never gave him none. And he would just beg.
There are men like that though.
No, there are men that do that though. Like they kiss your ass and you know what I'm saying? Like, but after your first situation, right? And I know you wanted to get the money and stuff like that, right? But I like to tell a lot of people too, not all money is good money.
It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? You might try to get it on a quick flip, but that shit not all good money though, right? So I know that the fact that you said after the first situation that happened with him, what made you want to continue? Because he already validated you the first time, right? But why? I know you say you want to get money and stuff like that. You ain't think nothing of it that was going to happen, that situation was going to occur.
To be honest, that first time when I woke up, he asked if we could fuck, and I was like, no, like I want to go home. And then we chopped it up after that, and he was just like, yo, I'm so sorry, like I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable or this, that, and the third. And yeah, like I didn't really It was just that second situation. Like I'm butt drunk. Like
Yeah.
I don't remember shit.
Mm.
So that's definitely that's really crossing it now. Like you really doing too much.
I just personally feel like as a man, like whether y'all sober or whether y'all both drunk, whatever the case
It's
is,
the way to go about it. Like,
if as a man, if you find yourself in a situation where a girl is honestly like drunk to the point of unconsciousness,
mhm,
it should never call for you to like
take
do
advantage.
that. That's because at the end of the day, like she still didn't give you permission, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's not okay for you to sit
yeah.
here and do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's really not.
And then you
It's
left
really
out
weird.
mad fast.
Yeah, and that's
that
another
gave that
thing,
kind of
like,
gave. You know, I'm
That's
not gonna
crazy.
speak on him because I don't know him personally like that to be speaking. It's
He's
always
one of
two
the
sides to
G4
a story. You
boys.
know, it's always two
he's one of
sides.
the what?
He's one of the G4 boys.
I don't even know who that
What
is.
is that?
What's
They
that?
know who it is.
What's that? Gang or something?
It's like, I guess, but he's one of them.
I ain't gonna speak on him too much like that, but at the end of the day, what he did was wrong. But like I said, it's always two
That was
sides
just
to
weird,
it's
bro.
it's three sides to a story.
That
Nah,
was
I'm not
just-
gonna
The
lie.
truth,
I
the
was
lie.
wrong too because, like I said, I took advantage of the situation as well, and I shouldn't have said certain things.
Mhm.
I shouldn't have done certain things.
Mhm.
You know, I hold myself accountable for that because at the end of the day, I am a woman, and like you said, old money is not
It's
good
not.
money.
Yeah, I understand. You was really trying to get it out the mud. Like you was looking at it as a.
I wasn't trying to get it out the mud.
Mhm.
I was just using him. Like
Mhm.
it's like you always giving me what I want.
Mhm.
So if I say certain things, maybe you just add a little razzle dazzle to it. Like, you know what I mean? But
Mhm.
yeah, moving forward, like it just I don't even do bookings no more.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a life lesson. You know, you didn't think that situation was gonna happen at all. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy? That night, my body was not feeling it.
Sometimes
Like
you gotta
my
trust your
body
body.
was like feeling weak. It wasn't feeling like I should move.
Mhm.
Cause I didn't even want to go anywhere. I
You
was
gotta-
still in my bed. I'm like, yo, I'm tired.
So in a
I'm
way,
like,
you
should I
feel
even
like,
go?
in a way, you feel like you kind of force yourself to,
Yeah.
like, get yourself through the night, kind of.
I was just thinking about money. That's the problem. That's why I don't work in nightlife like that no more either, you know? But it's not bad. But after that, it definitely pulled me back from the club.
Mhm.
Because, you know, I meet these people at the club. So it's
Yeah.
just different.
It's a life it's a life lesson. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward. You know what not to do, what to do. You know what I'm saying? Too on top of that, I like the fact that you took accountability. A lot of people don't like to take accountability for
Yes.
nothing. I like the fact that you knew what you did. You know what I'm saying? But let me ask you this: is there anything you could tell young women growing up from your experience? You know, can you get them any inspiration or anything like that to tell them? You know what I'm saying? Like to have what not to do and stuff like that. Like,
Don't trust nobody.
Mhm.
That's for one. And two, I mean, what would I tell my younger self? Like, I don't know. Like, just go with your gut.
Mhm.
If you really feel like you shouldn't, you know what I mean, go, I don't know. But
Mhm.
for real, don't trust nobody though.
I feel like anytime you second guess anything, that's
I think
more.
that's my problem.
Yeah.
Definitely be second guessing a lot.
But sometimes when you second guess, you could be. It's the way you feel. Yeah, and your you know what I'm saying.
You're in,
Your intuition.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying. Sometimes you got to go with that intuition.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in places where it felt like I went out and I seen the party could be lit or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But if I feel like I'm not feeling it, I'm not going. And 9 times out of 10, sometimes the parties that I didn't go to, something happened. A fight broke out, people got shot, whatever. And I'm like, yo, thank God I stayed home. I listened to my intuition and stayed home. Like, but I feel like more people should listen to their intuition. Like, it'll get you out of certain situations. Like, Just always listen to what your mind is telling you. If your body not feeling like itself, if you're not feeling you, like the vibe is off, don't go.
That's a fact.
Do not go.
I feel like I get that every time.
Mm-hmm. It's
And
just you being.
but this is exactly why like I don't go outside.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong.
I don't like going
You know what I'm
outside
saying?
no more like that.
Yeah, cause like, bro, don't get me wrong. Like, I did all the partying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In my younger like, I went through a whole alcoholic stage, bro. I was literally out every night, getting blasted. You know what I'm saying? Doing drugs and you know what I'm saying? Like, just doing everything pertaining to anything nightlife, bro.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I went through a really rough stage in my life where I was outside every night and you know just trying to fix something
How
within
old was
myself.
you around the time you was doing that?
So I had my son 20 going on to 21,
Mm.
and then I had a whole situation with my baby moms and where I was staying, and I had a whole fucking thing. So I want to say from like the age of like 22, 23 to about 27, 26. So for like about a solid 4 or 5 years, if I'm doing the math right, yeah, I was bro like fucking every day. I wasn't going to no clubs. I wasn't throwing no dollars. I wasn't doing none of that. But I would go to fucking bars, bar hop every other fucking you know what I'm saying every other weekend when I got some extra time. Yo, my alcoholic stage, bro, my nightlife was just so much. It was so much different.
You know what's so crazy though? Because I never picked up a bottle until I started working at the club.
That's
I
crazy.
swear.
I was
It be
that
like that
shit,
though. It do.
I gained a lot of weight.
Mm.
Yeah, I started neglecting myself.
Mhm.
Like my looks, the way I dress. You know, I really think that I really want to stop drinking.
Mhm.
It's
It's
not
okay to
even a
have a
joke. I
couple of
really want to
drinks
stop
it's
every
okay
drinking.
now
to
and
drink
then.
socially.
Yeah,
is,
socially
but
though.
just to like,
Just a drink.
yeah,
and,
nah,
yeah.
like,
I feel
you know what I
like
mean?
that's what I was doing most of the
Yeah,
time.
I
Like I was
stopped
drinking
drinking.
just to drink. And don't get me wrong, like for like the early stages of my alcoholic stage or my alcoholic phase or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I was drinking to feel some sort of relief, to feel some sort of like happiness. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously when you're intoxicated, like things don't feel the same as they do when you're sober.
That's true.
So yeah, at the beginning of that
It helps you
phase,
fill a
it helped
void.
me. It helped me fill my void.
Yeah.
But obviously, the deeper and deeper I got into the fucking, the less and less liquor I fucking had in my system, or the less alcohol I had, bro. It was just like, bro, like, nah. Now I'm just drinking a fucking drink, bro.
Yeah.
Now I'm just drinking to just fucking.
Just taking advantage.
Yeah.
Yo, son.
I stopped drinking, man. I ain't gonna. I was drinking. Like I told y'all before. I was drinking last night, and I was like, yo, I haven't drunk in a couple of months, and I was drinking. And I got so drunk last night. I'm like, yo, I don't even like this feeling anymore.
You
Like
know
I
what
was
I- you
throwing
know
up
what
and
I
shit. I'm
do,
like, yeah,
son?
I'm good off the drink. I'm glad I stopped. And I'm going back to not drinking. Like I'm
After
good.
a long day, bro, if I feel like it, if I'm up to it, if I don't work the next day, I'll throw some whiskey on the fucking cup or on the rocks. Throw a little bit of ginger ale, bro. Whiskey and ginger ale is a great fucking mix.
I heard that.
Especially to fucking at
I heard
that to end off the day, bro. Like if you just looking for something to like, sip on, kick back and like watch some TV, smoke a L.
Right.
Bro, some whiskey and ginger, bro. 1 or 2 glasses of that, bro, a night or every other night, bro. You're good.
I heard that.
I'm good off that, bro.
I definitely heard that.
That's my right there, bro. I don't do nothing more. I don't get blasted. I don't get blackout. I don't do that shit no more, bro. That shit is.
Bro, I used to black out crazy, like.
And that's another thing people. I feel like if you ever feel like you're getting to that part, like that phase where you're like, yeah, bro, you stop drinking, bro. Because at that, like I said, at that point, you're not drinking to make yourself feel better. You're drinking just to drink, bro.
Yeah.
And that's not cool.
Hey,
Because
yo,
when you start looking like, you know what I'm saying? Fucking.
I'm gonna take a shot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. The shit that happened when with young M.A. when she was going all over the internet because she was sick, bro. That was from her drink. She was turning yellow, bro. That's because your liver is failing you, bro. Your liver's failing. And if you get to that point, bro, and you're just like, and you're still just, oh, yo, fuck it, I'll be all right. No, you will not be all right, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You will not be all right.
Fact. Yeah, man. I mean,
No, I was very healthy before I even picked up. some liquor. For real.
Liquor, it'll do it to you, make you gain weight. You know, because it's sitting on your liver too. So it's just like.
And plus, you ain't never heard of nobody dying on no, overdosing on weed, son. That's all I want to say. You ain't never heard of nobody overdosing on no weed, dying on no weed. Come on, bro. It's the most. God put that shit on earth for a fucking reason. I was about to say,
yeah, man, it's crazy. But I'm that story you expressed yourself and you told us about it's not cool for niggas to do what they did, and that shit is just crazy though. But
yeah,
you here, you moving forward, you going, and
honestly, don't let me catch him outside.
I'm not even gonna
lie.
She beat me to the punch, but I was about to say,
I'm so serious.
You know what I'm saying? Like, in my honest opinion, like I understand, you know what I mean? Like I said, I was raised by women, so I understand. I have a different understanding when it comes to women.
Mm-hmm.
I understand the amount of anger and kind of like just disappointment you have, like not only within yourself but within the whole situation in general.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think it's worth, you know what I'm saying? Because like I don't think it's worth trying to get a get back because it's like you already have so much planned for yourself now and for your future.
And
you know, it's not that's not it. It's just like he be on my sides because he go to the club. So if I was to see him, it's up. And that's just not something that's negotiable or to talk about. Like that's a fact because
that's how you feel
didn't
as a
even
woman,
go
though.
to jail. You didn't go to jail.
Yeah.
They didn't do nothing with you.
That's how you feel as a woman.
So you feel like you just want some kind of justice.
Yeah.
Whether it be street justice or
I don't give a fuck. You hear me?
That's but you gotta look
for real.
Remember that
because once you violate like that, it's like it's really
forget my phone.
It's really nothing to talk about.
Forget the phone. It fell. Forget it. But yeah, but
yo, this nigga did I just throw his shit?
Now I try to pick up. My phone was cold. I'm trying to see who was calling me, and I'm like, my phone just fell off the But thank you for. Don't before we end this podcast right now, right? Remember that you got a daughter. Always remember that, all right? So before you
I would not do nothing out of line, for real.
But just
it's
remember
not
that,
in me. I do have a daughter. I don't even play about her. I would not want to miss no moment in her life, for real.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So,
but I really want to give you applause, like I said before.
Appreciate you.
And thank you for coming up here on the platform, showing your love, expressing and sharing your story.
Kicking it with us.
Kicking it with us.
On this gloomy Saturday. Gloomy.
Yeah, yo, we can never catch a break on a Saturday. It's always raining.
Nah, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Last episode and the episode before that, it was nice outside. Every other episode, just rain, bro. Just fucking rain.
It was.
But yo, before we get up out of here, son. Next year,
what?
my Knicks is gonna come back.
I don't even want to hear it.
I don't care about nothing. Next year, my Knicks is gonna come back. Better than ever. Coming out swinging. Beginning of the season.
Who you think winning the finals though? I got Pacers.
Bro, we already know who's winning the finals.
I got Pacers.
No.
I got the Pacers.
No.
OKC?
No. OKC's winning.
We're gonna see. I got Pacers winning. And I don't rock with both teams, but I got Pacers winning.
There's no conversation, bro. There's no conversation.
Listen, we're gonna have this conversation on the next episode. You're gonna remember, all right? But it's your boy D Thing here on the Sofa Podcast.
It's your boy Chris.
Kimmy.
We out.